name is Gabrielle Dow, and this is my presentation on celiacs. First off, I'm going to talk about how foods affect the body. I have celiac disease, so this is a good presentation for me to do, and it's also, I know a lot about it. Celiac disease runs in my family. It can cause a lot of trouble to someone who doesn't know they have it, and if they eat gluten. There's about 15 different symptoms that come with celiacs, but they do vary from person to person. Gluten is a protein that is in wheat, barley, malt, and rye, which is all wheat products. Most gluten-free foods are very expensive, but most gluten-free foods are made out of either corn or rice. Meats for sandwiches are very expensive. They have two different kinds, but are very expensive a pound compared to regular. These are some of the problems that are in children: abdominal bloating and pain, chronic diarrhea, vomiting, constipation, pale, foul-smelling or fatty stool, and weight loss. Irritability happens in most children, and babies can be delayed in growth, delayed in puberty, and delayed in late menstrual cycle, and delayed in dental enamel, so they don't have as much as a normal person would. These are symptoms in adults. I have as the following: unexpected iron deficiency and anemia, bone and joint pain, which happens a lot. You can have depression or anxiety or both, tingling and numbness in hands and feet at the same time, missed menstrual periods, which happen a lot that you think are caused by other things but are actually caused by celiacs, an itchy skin rash called dermatitis. But there are some other ones I will go ahead and mention: canker sores inside the mouth, infertility or recurrent miscarriages, which happen a lot with people who haven't been treated. Most of these are from people that haven't been treated. Fatigue, arthritis, bone loss, or osteoporosis. Sorry, and seizures. And they also can cause migraines. Gluten is becoming more of a problem than it used to be. Back in the 70s, it wasn't as much because we didn't know as much about it. But as more people got it and more people kept getting sick, doctors wanted to do more studies. So, gluten is not just found in foods. It is found in medicines, lip balms, and also vitamins. So you always have to read the back of your bottle. Long-term complications, as it says, can be anemia, osteoporosis, miscarriages, as it said on the list of adults, among other problems like liver disease and cancer of the liver. Cancer of the intestines, sorry. This usually happens for people that have not been treated. That is a good thing to remember. People that haven't been treated and have been sick with this for a long time, they mostly get these ones. Ways that you can differ, ways you can tell how you have celiacs is simply by a blood test, an intestinal biopsy, which can cost a lot, screening, or a stomach biopsy. I found out I had celiacs by just doing a gluten-free diet. But the more people that have this disease, the more doctors are going to look for it for new ways to find out if you have celiacs or not. These are some of gluten-free stuff. These are gluten-free breadsticks. These are almond. Almond does not have gluten in it, so therefore a lot of crackers. What else? Crackers and nuts can be made with almonds. Of course, nuts because it's an almond. These are nut thins, which are really good. I've tried those. These are gluten-free paninis. One is Alfredo and the other one is mushroom. And then these are gluten-free cookie mixes, or baking mixes, which are made by Betty Crocker. You have a brownie mix, a cookie mix, a chocolate cake mix, and a white cake mix. Just because the package says it's organic does not mean it's gluten-free, so you always have to look. These are hazelnut bars that are gluten-free. These are breadsticks, pizza, and breaded crumbs. And then these are gluten-free candy bars, which I have also tried, that are very good. Gluten is also in beer. There is some kind of gluten-free beer is by the following: Woodchuck, Nickelbrook, New Grist, Bread Bridge, and Greens, which are the names of gluten-free beer. Also, some of the names of the gluten-free foods are Annie's, Oots, Blue Diamond, Udi's, Latino. These are some of the gluten-free beers. Well, alcohol. This is gluten-free vodka, which has rice, tomato, root beer, and martini. This is a gluten-free beer. This is the Nickelbrook. Right here is two wines that are gluten-free. Woodchuck in the middle and Redbridge here. This is New Grist, and this is another one. That's green. These are some actual gluten-free foods. These are gluten-free ginger snaps, gluten-free pretzels. The gluten-free pretzels are made by Glutino, and the ginger snaps are made by Middale. And then this is gluten-free popcorn, which is caramel. You can eat popcorn because popcorn does not have gluten in it. I really appreciate you listening to my presentation, and I hope you enjoy it.